Hey everybody, Dieter Kurtenbach here at Oracle Arena. Warriors win their first game of the season, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 108-100. These are the three things that we learned from tonight's game. Number one, the big guys looked really good. Damian Jones gets the start at center for the Warriors. He was rock solid. 12 points, 3 blocks, a solid job against Steven Adams, one of the toughest matchups for any center in the NBA. But the guy who really had a great game was Kevon Looney. Looney was just his first double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 8 of them on the offensive glass, 2 blocks. He was a plus 23 in this game. If the Warriors can get that kind of production from their centers, they're going to be in good shape until Boogie Cousins comes back. Heck, they might steal some minutes from Boogie Cousins if they keep playing like this. Second thing we learned, this team's sluggish, and a lot of that is just the first game of an 82-game season. Draymond Green had 6 turnovers. He was 1 of 6 shooting. He played with some hustle, don't get me wrong. He had some defensive impact, but he just looked out of shape. This is a guy who only got into practices about a week ago. It's going to take some time for him to shake the rust off, and I think the team as a whole, Klay Thompson, 1 of 8 from three-point land. Steph Curry missed a couple of open three-pointers. Those are just things that don't happen in normal games. Biggest concern, the bench. The Warriors bench is already going to be a bit of a concern going into this season. They're going to ask for major minutes from Quinn Cook, Jonas Jerebko, who kind of fell out of favor in the preseason. He was called upon tonight. Iguodala left with a calf injury. So guys that were already kind of stressing Steve Kerr out, well, game 1 in, and it looks like that stress is already here. Third thing we learned, Steph Curry's on his game. Yes, he missed a couple of those open three-pointers, but 32 points, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. Let's talk about those rebounds because he was fantastic in picking up the ball on the defensive end and pushing it. It didn't necessarily translate into points, but the Warriors didn't want to play with a lot of pace tonight. Again, early season, they don't want to push themselves too early, but Stephen Curry had no problem pushing the pace off of offensive or defensive rebounds. That is something that the Warriors are going to want to look to do more and more often. It gives a lot of credit to the big men who were able to clear the space so Steph Curry can make it happen. But almost a triple-double for Stephen Curry opening night. This is a guy who's going to get back into the MVP conversation, I have a feeling, come the end of the year, and he certainly started off with an MVP-style performance. Warriors head to Utah. They'll play them on Friday at altitude. Should be a fascinating game. The Jazz ended the season so well. They're looking to be one of the threats in the Western Conference to the Warriors. Until Friday, we'll talk to you guys soon.